Welcome back to Elementz, Foundation of Audio. I am Prince the Artist, and today we're going over panning. Something super simple. Volume goes from back to forth. Panning goes from left to right. And let's jump right into it. Panning is usually this knob right here. You can pan however many degrees to the left and however many degrees to the right. I think the top is 63, 64, and you can pan anywhere between this, okay? You can also do it via a plugin. I'm not going to do it through a plugin. I really want to just use the basics, so you can just pan it and leave it there. You can also automate later on. Why is there panning? Like in an orchestra, you have the cellos over here, you have your basses, you have your violins in this section, you have your percussion things in the other section, you have your flutes and your trumpets in one section. It gives space. So let me show you what I did last week, and I used panning. So this is a guitar. It's right down the center of your, both in your left and your right. What I did was record another guitar, and this is, I haven't panned yet, so this is up the middle again. So two layered on top of each other. It gives it a little bounce, but you don't really understand that there's two guitars that's happening during this time. Let me just play one and show you the effect of panning. So I'm going to pan it all the way to the left and play. Now I'm going to pan it all the way to the right. And you should hear it in your headphones. Anything that has a stereo output, you should hear it. So it's really just giving space in the mix. So what I did was I went from a mono or a up the middle into these two right here, which I panned all the way to the left and all the way to the right. And now listen to what happens when I pan them a little bit. I put a little bit of reverb on the second one just to give it even more space, so check this out. It's much wider. It has a feel of much more space. And it really just, I'm just trying to give it space and layering, so you kind of has a more atmospheric vibe. So now let's listen to what panning can do. I also, actually, before we listen to the actual track, I just want to show you first these. Later on, I did another panning. Let me just solo this. This is pan 19. Listen to this. And then listen to this other hums that I did left, about 15. So really, I'm just creating space in your track. If you want to create space, use panning for vocals. If you want on one side you want your ad libs to be just like popping out, and you want those harmonies to pop out, and then in the center you want your main vocal. If you want to layer different sounds, which I'm doing here, and give it some more space and give it some more distinction, you can use panning as well. So let's just listen to the track and that transition between the pan guitars and the mono guitars. So that's all for today's video. Panning is super simple. This is really about the foundations of audio. So pan something to the left, pan something to the right, kind of get a balance between the left and right channels, or you can do a off-center balance. You want something to be heavy on the right side. You want something to be distinct on that right side that people it catches their ear. Use panning to really make space in your track for certain instruments and certain vocal techniques. And that's all. So join us next week for another Foundations of Audio. I am Prince the Artist. Peace and love.